Hey everyone, and welcome to The Witcher 1 Lorethrough, episode 24. We are about to go and ask a blacksmith why everyone's standing around all day, just staring at walls, and also to make us a lightning rod. There we go. Even though I think he actually still needs something from us before he can do that. Will I steal his stuff? I'm gonna go steal his stuff. Somehow I gotta pay for the things that he's gonna definitely ask me for. Not even alcohol? Oh, there we go. There's the alcohol. Of course, that would be in the chest. Well, you know what? I'll take that. And I'm already okay with the fact that at least there's no blueberries. Hello there.
Greetings,
Hello.
sir.
You the smith's apprentice?
Indeed, I run the shop, keep things tidy. What do you need?
Oh, where do
Show
I
me your wares.
start?
Mr. Chive says you're right and honourable, so I see no reason not to trade. Here you are.
See, Zoltan just goes around telling his dwarf friends how awesome I am. He's such a buddy. So you can buy this excellent leather jacket if you want to. I don't really care to. I never do that. Because, well, especially when I'm playing on easy. What do I really need it for? And it doesn't look especially cool. So, I have nothing to sell to you. How unfortunate. Well, I could sell you back your own whetstone.
Human come to see a non-human.
Yes, I do.
You need something.
I'm not entirely human, and yes, you might have something I need.
Malcolm Stein. Not a better blacksmith than all Vesimer.
I mean, there's like one other. So, you know.
Nice workshop. You must be proud. But where's your equipment?
They took it! Those sons of bitches! Now I must rent if I want to work.
Thieves?
No, worse. Damn city officials. Slap me with taxes on running a non-human business. Trading in non-human goods. How the hell do they imagine I'll forge things for humans? I'm a bleeding dwarf. Strange coincidence, too. That character connected with the Order recently acquired new Mahakaman anvils, strangely similar to my own.
Very strange, but hey, it's okay. You just gotta compromise. Right, guys?
Will you sell me your wares?
Zoltan praised you, so we can trade. If you care to buy something, see my apprentice. I do the forging and handle special orders.
I have a special order.
Would you make me a lightning rod? A long metal...
I know what one is. We used them in Mahakam when humans still prayed to storms. You haven't learnt much about lightning rods since.
Can you make a lightning rod?
Are you trying to offend me, or can't you control what you say? I can, for 50 orens.
Deal.
So
Come
much
back
money.
later.
And by later, he means walk out of the door and then walk back in again. I will have magically made one. Unless this is one of those guys where you actually need to sleep. Maybe it is. What do you have in here? Huh, more alcohol.
Need something?
I'm not surprised.
The lightning rod?
It's ready. 50 orens.
Magic!
50 orens, like we agreed.
Thank you. Goodbye. So long. See, I must go to the druids because I'm not going to pay them to conjure up lightning storm for me because they're expensive. Instead, we're going to go to Shani. At night, of course. Shani. Shoot, where's Shani again? Shani, why did I lose you? I swear you're right here. I was going to say, you're right here. Weirdos. Gonna sleep it off. And I'll see you when I get to Shani's house.
I can't handle this! My heart! Help!
What now?
Such debauchery under my roof! She hooks herself a musician or something.
It's the famous poet, Dandelion.
I know his fame. I've no desire to listen to a crying brat 9 months from now.
Shall I chaperone them?
Finally, you're making sense.
It's funny because she slept around like nothing else. Hello, debauchery people. Debauchery Dandelion.
Geralt? I'll be damned. For a second there, I thought I was seeing a ghost.
No, I'm no ghost.
Am I losing my mind? Is this a joke? Shani?
And it's no joke.
But how? I saw it myself.
I don't
What
laugh.
did you see, Dandelion?
Witchers don't
I
laugh.
saw her tell them to put you on a boat. And there was a unicorn, and Milva, Cahir, and Angulem, and Yarpen, and Zoltan. We all witnessed it.
Okay, so what this refers to is actually literally the end of the book series. The Nameless makes a little less sense to you if you know who's already dead. Milva, Cahir, and Angulem were part of his hansa, and a hansa is like a group of friends that are bound together by friendship, and they were helping Geralt find Ciri. I have not done an actual story on them, and it's way too long to explain what each and every person is, because they're all amazing, and they all have stuff, like, well, I mean, Angulem has a little less stuff to talk about, I guess, but Cahir and Milva are, like, two of my favorites, actually. Angulem's just sweet, but she doesn't have that much backstory. They all sacrificed themselves in Geralt's quest to find Ciri. They went together to Castle Stygia, and then Milva got shot by the Nilfgaardians, Cahir got killed by Bonhard, the bounty hunter that I told you about before, and Angulem was already bleeding to death at that point from fighting Vilgefort's men, so, you know, they all died, which was really sad. It was a super sad ending to that entire Hansa. Regis died at that castle as well. It was awful. Burned to death by Vilgefortz, the bastard. But yeah, Geralt died at Rivia during the pogrom. He was stabbed by a pitchfork, and then he was like, "Oh, I'm dying." And then Yennefer ran over, it's like, "Oh, stop dying!" And then she tries to heal Geralt. Can't do it, still tries, and then also kind of dies. So then Geralt and Yennefer are both kind of dead. And everyone's just sort of looking around like, what do we do now? Until Ciri suddenly appears into the fray. It's like, haha, I have a unicorn. And Ihuaraquax, that I told you about last episode, the little unicorn, is with her because she's learning how to use her powers from Ihuaraquax. And they say, oh, we'll fix that. And the unicorn does some unicorn magic, and I guess in this case, heals Geralt and Yennefer to some extent, and then Ciri tells everyone to put the two of them in a boat, and she's gonna sail them off somewhere. And the funny thing is that everyone helps carry the boat to the water at that point. Or carries, I think they actually carry the bodies and then put them in the water. Anyway, they're carrying stuff, either the bodies or the boat, to the water. And Dandelion's still alive, so he's carrying Zoltan, Yarpen, the dwarves are still alive, and they're carrying, Triss is there, also carrying the boat. But while they do that, and I think you see this from Triss's point of view, you see people that died as well. So I think she also sees, oh god, she sees someone else. I can't actually put my finger on it. She sees someone that died. Wait, didn't she see Litanade as well? Because she died at the... Anyway, everyone's seeing dead people. And Dandelion sees Milva, Cahir, and Angulem, because Dandelion was also with them when they were, you know, traveling together a lot. So they all see dead people. And the dead people are also holding up Geralt and Yennefer and helping them to the water. Because, you know, you basically see all the people that died during the book series. Well, not all of them, but a lot of them. And it's great, and it's amazing, and it's really difficult to explain this if you haven't actually read that point of the books. Obviously, I'm going to do a whole story video on Milva and Cahir and Angulem and Regis, and it's amazing, and I love it so much, but this sentence makes very little sense if you've never read the books. I just realized. Like, literally none of it. I saw her tell them to put you on a boat, and there was a unicorn in Milva, Cahir, and Angulem, and Yarpen, and Zoltan. We all witnessed it. Yeah, if you have never read the books... That's weird! How do I say this without making it sound weird? I can't. Geralt and Yennefer died, and then they were carried onto the boat by ghosts. No, that makes it even worse. Well, at least you know kind of where it is in the story. I want to know why everyone's so surprised to see me alive. Tell me everything.
I lost my memory, but I want to know why everyone's so surprised to see me alive. Tell me everything, step by step.
5 years ago, we were sitting in a tavern with friends, eating escargot, drinking vodka. A bloodthirsty mob attacked the non-human district. You went out into the street to scare them off, and then...
What?
Someone stabbed you in the stomach with a pitchfork. A fatal wound. There was nothing we could do.
Are you telling me everything?
Are you telling me everything?
We were all there.
All meaning who?
You really don't remember a thing. Your loved ones. Your friends.
Sounds a bit like a ballad.
It's the truth and nothing but. Geralt, forgive me. I still can't believe you're here.
Listen, Dandelion, I don't have proof because that's impossible. I don't remember. I'm afraid some things can't be explained.
Or can they?
Let's sit down, have a drink like old friends. Time will tell who I am.
You're right. We've been through too much together. I'd know.
Well, I mean, Geralt's not as sulky in the games as he is in the books sometimes. Oh, dear lord. In the books, sometimes Geralt's such a sulky sulk. That's a word now.
You invite anyone?
I did.
Zoltan Chive. Know him?
No, but I'd love to meet him.
Splendid. Zoltan and I have always gotten along.
Or just dwarves in general is what we get along with.
I've been thinking, and I have a question.
It's about
Don't
Regis.
hold back, Dandelion. It doesn't suit you.
Let's imagine your next contract is a vampire. What would you do?
See, with my knowledge, I would have given him a different answer, but because Geralt can't do that. You said we've been through a lot together, so you should know. Silverword's potion. Yeah, but that's not a thing, though. I mean, it is. Some vampires, yes, but it depends on the vampire. Dandelion, you're not being specific enough. There are different types of vampires. There's higher vampires, you know, that you don't kill like that. Plus, I don't even know if Geralt could even do that. Being all amnesiac like that.
You said we've been through a lot together, so you should know.
Ha! What if I said you'd reach a deal with this vampire?
Vampires are born from black magic. No, they're not. No, they are not. Geralt, come on. This entire sentence makes no sense. And blood is just like alcohol. Have I already explained this before? Okay, real quick. Vampires in the Witcher world don't drink blood because they want to drink blood, or they need it to survive. They drink it like alcohol, so it's like getting drunk on your neck. Or, you know, any other part of your body. Don't think too much about that phrasing. But yeah, this is nonsense regardless, so he just doesn't know anything about vampires apparently at this point. Dandelion, believe me, if you could tell a Bruxa to hunt rabbits, for instance, I'd be long unemployed. But it's not about Bruxa. It's about higher vampires.
Dandelion, believe me, if you could tell a Bruxa to hunt rabbits, for instance, I'd be long unemployed.
What about higher vampires?
They're rare. I don't know.
Let me show you what drinking blood means to a higher vampire.
Dandelion.
Cheers!
Cheers.
Ah, strong, but good.
You were about to enlighten me.
I just did that with that last shot. Listen to a man who's lived a little and not lost his memory. Higher vampires treat blood like we treat...
Ooh, someone's coming.
Alcohol. Booze.
Zoltan Chive, miss. It's been a while, Dandelion. Greetings, Geralt.
Greetings.
Hey, Zoltan!
I've a hankering for a good booze.
A good booze.
It's coming.
Pour around, Geralt.
And now you're wondering, why did I stack up on wives' tears before? Well, this is why. We're gonna have to walk all the way downstairs in a minute.
Stiff stuff.
You're stiff stuff too.
My eyes are watering.
Booze is best, I always say.
It depends. For a romantic dinner for two, booze won't do. Not so much for the taste, but because of the after effects.
What, throwing up?
My Eudora and I have often downed a jug and observed no effects.
I prefer wine, but don't mind liquor. In moderation.
Quality booze is also used in modern medical treatments.
It's a bit too up close,
Shani
guys.
will confirm.
It's an
Back away.
excellent disinfectant, yes.
Not only, it warms the body, alleviates pain, and overcomes weakness.
Let's test it.
Cheers!
You know the whole warming your body thing? That's actually a bad thing. If you're really, really cold and you're not about to get out of the cold, then probably shouldn't drink booze. It actually gets worse after that.
What is it?
Life!
Tell me about the Battle of Brenna.
Again?
The 4 of us and thousands of wounded. I never left the tent.
I admire you, Shani.
It was one of the worst days of my life.
I hope you don't mind that I invited Zoltan.
I like him.
I'm glad.
Everybody likes Zoltan, man.
So, as I was saying, unlike the lesser ones, higher vampires don't need blood, human or otherwise. Blood, my dear monster slayer, is like booze to them.
Where'd you learn this?
By the spider's hairy balls, I know.
Am I the only one who's confused?
No, I don't get it either. Dandelion, what's your point?
Geralt,
Dot.
you had a true friend who was a vampire.
Did I also have a friend who was a dragon?
Actually, you did, so the joke's on you. In any case, this vampire's name was Regis. Zoltan can back me up.
He was your friend and could pull red-hot horseshoes from the hearth without burning his bare hands.
What happened to this Regis?
Emil Regis Rohalak Tertsif Godfroy died fighting by your side, Geralt. Let's drink to him and others who have fallen.
Let's drink.
You're way too happy about this. Caleb
Rusty.
Stratton! Rusty! Caleb Stratton is also a dead dwarf. Where did Caleb die again? I think he just got killed by Nilfgaardians regardless. It's funny because then Menno Cohorn was killed and they shouted for Caleb Stratton as well. Gotta explain that a little bit. During the Battle of Brenna, Nilfgaard was led by Menno Cohorn. And in the end, when it turned out that Nilfgaard was kind of losing, they told him, like, his higher officers told Menno Cohorn to flee. So they gave him a horse and they said, get the hell out of here. So he did. He got the hell out of here. But he got stuck in the marshlands around the battlefield and then he ran into a bunch of dwarves. Among them also Zoltan, and Menno Cohorn tried to explain who he was and that he surrendered, but he was sort of, you know, there was blubber in his mouth at that point. It was great, and I think his teeth were also broken, and he was sort of spitting out blood. And they were like, Zoltan and his mates were like, I don't know what he's saying, let's put an axe in his face. And also there were some crossbow bolts, and they shouted, for Caleb Stratton, who was a fallen dwarf before that. It was pretty it's a funny scene. And then Menno Cohorn sinks to the bottom of the swamp, thinking to himself, who the hell is Caleb Stratton? It's funny. It's not really lore, it's just funny.
It's completely dark down there.
Yes, we did.
Let's drink to our mistakes.
I made so many in life.
You hungry?
Famished?
A little.
We've bread, but we shouldn't eat plain bread.
No, we shouldn't.
Zoltan's right. We need some lard.
That mummy downstairs must have a full larder.
You're joking.
That mummy must have some lard. Maybe pickles, too.
Shani,
Doesn't lord.
Just don't get caught, Geralt. I'll pay for them tomorrow.
He turned into
wait
fire.
a second. Why me?
Dwarves are no masters of stealth.
Well,
Shani wouldn't sneak about, and Dandelion, well, he'd mess up.
can't argue with that logic. Stunning logic, but no. Let's yell no first. Play hard to get.
Stunning logic, but no.
You have to kind of do it anyway.
Dwarves.
But, you
are
know,
no
I just
masters
wanted to
of
have Geralt
stealth.
say it. Once.
All right. I'll be right back.
Okay, before we do that, though, where are you? Did I make 2 already? I feel like I must have made 2. There we go, 5 even. Bam! I feel so much better, and now I can actually run downstairs and get that stuff. Because otherwise, she literally stumbled down here very, very, very slowly. Not what we want. I think it's actually in the cupboard in the back. No, there's pickles and lard. And then over here, there's the cordial, which is a drink. I'm just going to take it with me. Which is a drink that you pick up when you pick Siegfried, because then you want more booze. And then here, I think, is the diary. Yeah. I don't think you can read it without... Yes, you can. The diary is bound with a pink ribbon. The inscription on the cover in a child's handwriting reads, whoever reads a page will a monster enrage. Who is the monster? It's Grandma. If you walk over these pots and pans over there, then you wake her up and she gets very cross with you. So don't do that. Drink a wife's tears potion and run away. I have a thing, among other
completely
stuff.
dark down there.
Any success?
Lots of success.
Lard and pickles.
How about sugar?
Zoltan.
Can go back down
Fine.
again.
Lard will do.
Could have gone for sugar. No worries. Just push Shani out of the way. Go on.
I think I know the
This one's pretty
perfect
funny.
song for Zoltan.
We'd love to hear it.
Sing away, Dandelion.
By the woods can you see Wolf in all his might, grinning madly, wagging gladly, bouncing with delight. My oh my, what a sight! Why no melancholy? Must be that, still not wed, that is why so jolly. Ow, ow, ow! In the grass, can you see, Wolf just limps along, looking down, awful frown, crying like a dog. Why is this mighty beast so badly rampaged? Must be that, freshly wed, or lately engaged. Ow! 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 Zoltan, how's the wife?
Wife?
Hard question, Dandelion. The old times will never come back.
The good old times.
Shani's asleep. Let's have a drink, then leave.
To Shani.
Another one! Stop making me drunk! I will bring Shani some roses, but I will first sleep. I'm not gonna use another wife's tears potion for that. Talk to me, Shani. Yes?
Yeah.
I wish to sleep. And then bring you flowers and perhaps get laid. Yeah, we do actually have to get some stones out. I guess I'm gonna have to get them from Newvarden because I gave my other set of roses to a whore. Good for me. Maybe I should just stock up on roses more often, you know? Then girls could get laid every day. How are you feeling, Grandma?
Is no jest.
Isn't it?
Hello, precious. Do go upstairs.
Man, she loves me. Maybe I should date her instead. Okay, so I'm pretty sure they don't restock either. So I'm gonna go and check Newvarden, and I'll be back. Right, so Newvarden actually didn't sell roses anymore, so I had to go to the gardener for that, but I did already buy a silver amber ring while I was there anyway, which I will need later for another thing, so roses it is.
Yeah?
Sleep with me, please.
Red roses, Geralt. So you...
Want to sleep with you, yes.
You're blushing.
I get flowers so rarely.
A pretty young medic like you can't be lacking admirers.
Well, this gloomy fellow scared everyone else away.
If you need help.
No, I'm fine. He was mysterious, even charming in a peculiar way. We actually went out a few times, and who knows what might have happened if I hadn't discovered he was leading a double life.
Who do you mean?
Tyler. I doubt you know him. We were walking along the dike one evening when I realized we were being followed by two men wearing gray coats over Special Forces armor. The coats were supposed to hide them. They didn't know at university I learned to recognize their kind. I thought we were going to be arrested, then Tyler told me not to worry. Duty called, and we needed to part. I was about to give him a piece of my mind when I noticed the men giving him signals.
Were they wearing salamander badges?
Wait. I was curious, so I said he broke my heart and faked fainting. Tyler said to the men, "This better be important." One of them answered, "But Chief, we hid invisible-like." Tyler said, "Your balls will be invisible-like when I shove them up your ass." I couldn't help but burst out laughing.
How'd it end?
They walked me home. I heard an invisible one say their operation against Salamandra had failed.
Who were they?
Volta's secret police. When we first met in Oxenfurt, I helped you evade Redanian agents. The Temerian ones are little better.
Speaking of Oxenfurt, what did Dandelion actually interrupt?
Thought you'd never ask.
Sex is what he interrupted. I'll tell you about the rest afterwards. It's a very close hug at this point, isn't it? Sorry, Granny. Oh my god, again. Can't believe it keeps happening. Yes, that is what she's reading. Anyway, so we get dressed and back to dinner. The whole Redanian part was, and Tyler's just really funny. The Redanian part was that eventually Geralt is being followed by Dijkstra's agents, Dijkstra of Redania, when he was still Dijkstra of the Secret Service of Redania. And they were trying to figure out where Ciri was, so they were shadowing Geralt. Practically everyone was shadowing Geralt at the time, but at that point in Oxenfurt, he was mostly getting shadowed by Redanian agents. And they were also shadowing Dandelion at that point. So Dandelion, who had information for Geralt that he really needed to know, which was get the hell out of here, Geralt, went to the Oxenfurt Academy, found Shani, and said, "Hey, I'm being shadowed by these dudes, so I need to kind of get rid of them here." And Shani helped them do that by taking the information to Geralt instead of Dandelion, because they weren't shadowing Shani. So, you know, and then they also slept together. Yeah, Shani basically went to his house, said, "Here's the information, now can we sleep together?" And they did. And then Dandelion climbed in through the window, saying, "Hello, I'm going to interrupt your precious sex time right now." because you need to get the hell out of here. Good stuff. Good times. Great ideas. You never thought Dandelion would ever do that, would you? Alright, so we still have to go to the graveyard. Got him. We still have to do that quest that I told you about earlier. I think I should probably do that next, actually. Okay, so we have proof of him. Okay, so then we have all the suspects down, which is great. Because this basically proves that Thaler isn't evil. Like, we didn't already know that. And then we are mostly... Yeah, then we're actually done with this chapter if we've done all that. And we're gonna go... Are we gonna sleep here? I should start with the secret quest. When does that start again? Actually, it doesn't really matter. I can just sleep whenever. But it's definitely a bit after midnight still. Or, well, it doesn't matter now because I don't have to kill him yet. I know this sounds very vague, but just trust me on this. I'm gonna make a cut here. And we'll start that during the next episode. I know about your tryst.
I know about your tryst with Shani.
Oh, fuck off. We aren't all ploughing philanderers. Some of us have depth.